Hey guys, welcome to another review. I'm Zuli, this is my dad.
How y'all doing?
Today we're reviewing Knives Out, released in 2019. It's basically a whodunit.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Murder mystery.
Mm-hmm. You want to get into the characters? Or you want me to start?
Yeah, you go ahead, stop.
I
just know about it. I forgot my girl name. I ain't put her in. But go ahead. You go ahead. I don't remember her name as we go.
Alright, first is, Benoit Blanc, played by, what's his name? Daniel Craig, James Bond.
Yeah, this is the first time you ever did that.
He is a Southern detective that's very good. And he just kind of solved this case.
I mean, yeah. I don't know if he's really good. I mean,
I'm not saying he's Shirley.
Yeah, because when you say very good, I start comparing them to detectives that we like. But we got to stay in this movie. But go ahead. My bad for cutting you off.
He's a good character.
Oh, definitely.
He already knows what happened. As you pointed out to me in our most recent watches, he already knows what happened. He's just checking, all the boxes 20 times over to make sure. Which is a good...
that's what you're supposed to do before you start accusing people or something.
And I found that interesting when you pointed that out to me. Like, I was like... And when I started watching it, after you pointed it out, I was like, wow, he actually did.
Yeah, I mean, that's like Shirley and what's that dude with the mustache from...
Parwa?
Definitely now. What's his name? Oh, that's his name.
Parwa.
Yeah, Poirot. But go ahead, finish my bad.
Yeah, that's all I basically have to say. You have any thoughts on him?
Yeah, he's a good detective, but no disrespect. I don't really like him that much. I mean, not saying like I have something against him, but I'm biased to Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes, that Cumberbatch and all them.
Cumberbatch.
What's his name? Doctor Strange. Get them niggas out of here. But yeah, Blanc, cool.
You want me to get to the character?
Go ahead.
Marta is. Can I say she's the main character?
She definitely is the main character.
Okay, main character of the movie. She was the helper of the victim. Well, actually, not even a helper. She was friend. Probably his best friend.
Her job was working for him, but they was friends. Yeah.
And you're basically seeing her as, how did Blanc call her? Emma Watson.
Yeah, tell me she Watson. She ain't no Watson either.
I like her.
I definitely like her.
I feel like she's not on, what's it called, Blanc level, already knowing what happened, but she's, smart. I'm not calling her the smartest person.
No, she's smart because she already on the inside. She knows everything. About the crime. Yeah, so I don't know how smart she had to be. She was right there when all of it took place.
Sure.
But she's a nice person. No, I ain't get to do that.
Oh,
yeah, she's a loyal person.
A kind person.
Definitely kind.
Caring.
Caring, all that. She think of other people. She's a great person, and that's why
the movie actually brings up some
Blanc.
Her.
He played around for a little while to see, because he wanted to make sure she was a genuine person.
She's they bring out multiple times that she's just
but she got that weird disease though. I'll tell you that much. But on to the next one.
My next is Harlan, the man who's murdered.
Oh, Harlan. Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, he's funny. Yeah.
He's a good friend of Marta.
Yeah.
Like he's funny.
Hey, he finally got. Well, we'll get to that. He finally had some nuts.
Can I say he loves his family?
Yeah, I mean he definitely loves.
He loves them.
Yeah, he definitely loves them, but he never had no nuts until
the end.
Yeah, but
did I mention he's the murder victim?
Yeah, you said the victim.
Okay. Yeah. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
He's very kind to Marta.
No, because he know Marta is, even though she worked for him, he knows she's very caring. You see, as we go on, he shows her a lot of stuff about the family. As
multiple characters bring up, and the movie brings up itself.
Yeah.
They're just genuine friends.
Yeah. He liked that about her because he know everybody else is attached to him for certain reasons, and he knows that she know. Yeah, that's of course the only reason most people attach themselves to you, whether you have celebrity or cash, a lot of cash, they want to be near you.
Okay, I bring this up. He also trusts her because he knows she can only tell the truth. I think that's probably one.
I don't think that's why he trusts her.
I'm not saying.
No, I think it might be had
that
nothing to do with it. I think he just knows she's genuine, and like he said, she don't want nothing from him but what she's.
His friendship.
Yeah, I'm talking about, but the money you pay me is just because of the job I do. Yeah, making sure you get your medicine or whatever. But yeah, he knows it's nothing extra. Like when she played the game with him, it's because she want to play the game. It's not because he's paying her. So that's why I think he just messed with her. And then she always down to be herself. She don't try to act a certain way around him to impress him. You know what I'm saying? She just be herself, and he loved it. But go
ahead. My last character is Ransom. We can run through this one quick. Harlan Ransom.
Ransom probably my favorite person on the whole movie.
Can I call him honest, or is he?
He's a piece of garbage.
No, he's trash.
I'm into the pieces of shit.
Absolute trash.
I love pieces of shit, especially when they straight up pieces of shit. But he ain't a straight up piece of shit. But he still, his attitude makes me like his garbage ass. But go ahead.
You ready to get into this?
Go ahead.
My favorite scene is the opening.
You said your favorite scene? Or?
My favorite scene. No, that's nowhere near my favorite scene. The beginning scene of the movie is the opening. Our first scene. And so it shows Fran, Marta's friend and one of the helpers of Harlan.
That's my favorite. Fran, the sister off of Righteous Gemstones. But no, go ahead.
You have anything you want to say?
Fuck Fran, I'll bring her up while we're talking.
Alright. She's bringing breakfast, right? To Harlan.
Yeah.
He's not in her room, and I like this feature. She kicks the door on the wall. And it didn't even look like it was a door. And then when it opens, it leads up to a secret little office.
To the attic.
She goes in and she sees him dead, and it kills me. She's like, "Oh crap!" And trying to catch the
breakfast and all that. She's tripping.
You have anything to say about the scene?
Yeah, I love that scene because I just like how it opened up. Other than, when it first come on, you just see the dogs running in the yard in slow motion. Walking. I just love the scenery right there on that side. I'm on your time on that right there. But
oh yeah, the shots.
But I like when I just love how he's laying there, and when she come in, the scene, it's just a nice scene.
It's very almost
and the blood still running down and all that.
It reminds me of Clue, like a more serious version of the movie. I'm not
serious. Well, I don't know. Clue. I love Clue as a kid. The older I got, the less I liked it.
I remember you that mentioned.
But
yeah, like you said, I like the shots and all that.
Then go to the next.
My next scene is a few scenes later. So the police showed up for Harlem's death, of course.
Yeah.
And so they're questioning the family.
Yeah, everybody that was there that night.
Can I also bring up this one thing?
Right.
Again, about the shots. I like how they introduce, the Mexican, where they're interrogating the library. You should see his books. They see some, some other parts of the room. Mostly boring books. And then you just see people.
Yeah, all of them books, his novels that he was writing and stuff. Yeah. But I like, before you get into that, I love how he got how the detectives have the people sitting in the chair with all the knives pointing at them. But go ahead.
And they basically just question different members of the family. Should I introduce the members of the family now, or introduce them as we go on?
I guess as we go on.
Alright.
Because I like that scene because you know how Blanc is sitting in the back, he letting your man from get out. Not the star get out, but the other dude, the weird dude be wearing dresses and stuff now. The piece of garbage from what's that jump? The Judas. He's the Judas in Judas and the Black Messiah.
Also, the harder they fall.
Yeah, he is. He's a snake in a lot of movies.
He's in a lot of movies, I'm saying.
He's a vicious snake. But I like how Blanc's sitting in the back. And, he letting them do their thing. But every time something happens, they say something that he died.
Presses the
piano, yeah. That's what I like about it. Because he's like, enough of the bullshit.
So I'm going to hop to one of the family members. And do a little explanation. He is Richard. He's married to
oh, you talking about my man?
Linda.
Kenny Powers' father. Damn, my man Miami Vice. I don't believe in
He's married to
He was
Linda.
Big Daddy in Django. He was the fake pimp slave master.
I haven't seen Django in a while.
For real?
I need to watch
Damn,
it.
what is this?
We're reviewing Django soon too.
What is this Bama name? I hate when I do that. But go ahead.
His name is Richard. He's married to Harlem's oldest daughter,
Yeah,
Linda,
Jamie Lee Curtis.
aka Michael Myers' sister.
Mm-hmm.
Most famous role. And he's basically talking about why he came to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're going through the events because should I tell him why they was at the house or no?
I mean,
It was Harlem's 58th birthday, right? And
he was only 58.
I mean not 58th,
I was about to say that man was like
85.
2,000 years old.
85th birthday.
What? No, he was turning 100 at least. God damn, 85. That man. My grandmother looked 30 then. She 87 compared to this. Wow, dude. But go ahead, my bad.
I'm sorry the way you reacted when I said 85.
I thought he was 200
You
years
said
old.
85.
Yeah, man. Old as a mom.
But no, he was celebrating his 85th birthday.
Yeah.
And each family member was doing something different. Richard showed up to help the caterers earlier. And he was talking to Harlem, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's lying about, we had a discussion about, what's it called? Moving his mother into a retirement home.
See, I like that. You talking about still when they get interrogated, right?
Uh-huh.
I like how they telling you one thing, but then they showing
Yeah,
the real
yeah.
scene and showing you what really happened. Yeah, but go ahead.
And what really happened is Richard was having an affair on Jamie Lee Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
And Harlem found out.
Because Harlan showed Marta on the computer. He was like, look. And he was kissing another girl, but he told your man.
I was going to say
Oh, go ahead. No, yeah. His name Don Johnson, man. That's
Don
his real
Johnson.
name. Yeah, Don Johnson.
Were you just thinking on that way during
No,
the
you know how I be when I can't think of
You're like,
anybody name, whether they a real person or
Real-
a character. It be driving me crazy.
Like,
Go ahead.
They're like shocked in that.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, and my bad, they also mentioned that the caterers heard him say, "You tell her I will."
Yeah.
And he was talking about, again, moving the grandma thing.
Mm-hmm.
But really it was him saying, "You tell her I will."
Yeah.
He really-
If you tell my daughter you cheating on her, I will. But
Good
go ahead.
dad?
Yeah.
Good dad. But that's all. And again, he said, he plays it off as his dad.
Yeah.
But I also like this as when he came back, you could see the sourness in his face, like the anger.
Yeah, like,
Mhm.
That's why he try to go straight to
Mhm.
throwing the brother under the bus.
bus.
Yeah, him. What's the oldest son name?
Actually, it's the youngest, but
He the youngest son?
the other one died. The other one.
Damn,
His
I
name,
can't-
General Zod's person.
Damn, what is his name?
T something.
Well, go ahead. Just explain the scene. We'll catch up.
Anyway, no. My next scene is, what's it called? Oh, I want to bring up one quick thing before we, when each of the characters is explaining, each of the family, there's 3 families. There's,
All family.
but there's 3 separate families.
Yeah, it's Richard and Jamie Lee
Curtis
Curtis.
and son
Ransom. My man.
General Zod, his wife, and their son.
The Nazi.
The Nazi child.
That's what they said.
And then there's, some...
No, it's
Instagram
their
person.
son that
The son who died, his daughter Meg,
daughter,
and his
her
wife.
mother. Yeah.
Some Instagram person.
She an Instagram? Bro?
You can tell by how she acts.
I know she's a fuck. Oh, she an influencer supposedly? She's a fucking thief.
She's
But-
annoying. But no, every
like her
time.
probably better than all of them though. But go ahead, finish.
Oh, she's somewhere else.
Nah, let me take that back. I'm lying. I like the brother the most.
Mhm.
You
And
don't
the-
get one, like your dad said, one red dot.
Diamond.
Diamond. Hey, Richard, dumb as a mother. But go ahead, my bad.
What's
I'm
it called? They never did this for Meg and her mom, but each of the family, every time they're telling a story, it's Harlan, right? And you see them standing behind him, just showing how they're lying through their teeth by making themselves better.
Yeah, I like how they put this movie together.
It goes on into our next scene. Is I call it blunt double checking, and basically, he's talking with the detectives, right, about this not like making sense, none of this, right?
Yeah.
And he's explaining why he thinks it makes sense. He catches Mara. I actually like this. Mara thinking she's being sneak through the thing, and you can actually see the shadow above of him walking over and then him looking
It
through.
remind me of Jurassic Park when that T-Rex look in the window right there. She jumped like I don't know.
And he's
But
like,
hold on, I ain't mean to cut. Go ahead, finish that, cause
Miss Cabrera. He asked her things. Like, is Richard just double checking. Is Richard having an affair? She throws up since she lies.
She said no at first.
She's like,
then she goes,
she
throw
killed
up.
me. She's like, Richard, an affair?
Yeah, like she was shocked.
Really?
And she couldn't help it.
And then
you ain't explain that to them though. That she
every time
lie.
she lies, she throws up.
Yeah, she can't tell a lie.
And this is when you bring up the scene of when she's sitting with Harlem, and he's like, and he shows her Richard kissing the other woman.
Yeah, but I meant to go back to this part when the interrogation. See, I be jumping all over the place.
It's cool.
No, I ain't talking about that because I just said that Richard, Tom, whatever the middle child, the youngest child, I always say he I fuck with him the most, but I fuck with Jamie Lee Curtis because at the beginning of the scene when they was interrogating, she was like, "Hey, who the fuck is he back there?"
I know, she trying to figure out all the time.
Hey Slim, she went right to that. Y'all asked all these questions. Think we killed my father? Nah, but who the fuck is that right
I
there?
love how all of them
She
saying
get
nicely
brown.
except her husband.
Yeah.
But she's more straight up than him.
Yeah, she don't play that shit.
And then he was like, okay. Also, who the heck is that? She's
Yeah.
like, no. Who?
Yeah. I like her. She'll play that shit.
Yeah. And then Blonde basically just goes through all the family about all their lies. Meg, mom, Tony. Yeah, her name's Tony. Harlem, being the good grandfather he is paying for his granddaughter's tuition in college.
Mm-hmm.
But secretly, Tony is grabbing $100,000 each year from him.
Mm-hmm. But your girl,
Meg
know about it too, though. It ain't like she ain't a cope.
Not suspect.
Yeah, she's a
culprit.
cope pilot. I wasn't even gonna say cope.
And he finds out. He's like, I'm cutting you off. I'm gonna give you this little money right here.
Yeah, cause he basically when
Cuts
everybody getting shitted on.
Except his daughter. Actually, I just realized he didn't shit.
What did he say to her?
Linda. Nothing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he never. He just ain't like that.
Her husband.
She was with Richard.
Mm-hmm. I found that interesting.
But he shitted on my man though.
Who? Randall?
Nah, the brother.
Oh, okay, I'm moving to. The brother wanted to get more money, right? So he wanted to sell, since Harlem didn't want to sell his book rights.
No, he didn't want to get more money. He wanted
more
his
control.
father to let him do what you hired me to do. Expand your company.
And
so he wanted him to make some of the books into movies.
The dad did the best. He's like, I'm sorry, but this isn't our company. This is mine. I'm sorry.
Your ass waited till you was 2000 and telling people that on your 2000th birthday. You should have been let this man know that when he was younger. Go ahead, my bad. I wish but go ahead, I ain't gonna talk about
I'm sorry I failed you by making you think this is ours.
Hey.
I was a bad father.
Man, he's a piece of shit as he was. Man, you ain't ran nothing in years, but your mouth. I've been holding.
And Matt runs in a hole.
Yeah, I've been holding shit down.
And then he basically fired him. And I wanted to bring this up too, like Richards. But when Richard was mad, you know how he's like, he had to jump over to saying on the brother.
Yeah.
My bad. You can see the brother's face. He could be like, like how sad people, when you're sad, he looks away or something.
Yeah, he's upset.
He's
I felt bad for
was talking about e-books.
Yeah.
You want to know the funny thing about it? His wife is holding a glass, and while they're talking, he's just like,
yeah. I know they never paid attention to his wife.
She's a scared little racist.
No, yeah, I do. I remember his wife. I be forgetting about her.
She doesn't want. She's just looking at them and walks past.
Yeah, oh, nosy mother.
I mean, I just want to bring that up.
Yeah. Back to what we was at.
My next scene is
Martha's flashback. Yeah, Will.
So I actually like this. So, what's his name? Blanc is flipping a coin, right? Mm-hmm. And the coin slows down, and Martha's looking up and it reverts back into the night of the party, the day of the murder. Mm-hmm. And we basically see Martha comes up to the room with Harlem, since he's not ready to go to bed. Yeah. He's like, it's my party, goddamn.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
He's like, before you put those vile drugs in me, you're gonna play gold again. Yeah. She's like, fine.
Yeah. I don't know why you want to do this. You always lose. Yeah.
You can see when she says fine, she was like,
Yeah.
Smiling like,
Yeah, I'm gonna beat his ass as usual. Yeah, I like that.
And he's like, I never knew how you could win this. She's like, I'm not playing to win. I'm playing to make a beautiful pattern.
Yeah.
And you're mad. He said,
once he started losing, he knew he was about to lose. He said, oh my God. What is that?
You feel that?
Yeah, flip the board up. She said, you gonna act so childish and do that.
And she killed me. She's like, you wanna do drugs? He's like, oh, the good stuff.
Yeah, she got that morphine. He said, why did I wait till I was 2 million? 2 million years old before I become a drug addict?
No, you're morphine user.
Yeah.
I always regret that.
Fucking drug addict.
And then he talks about how he's like, I'm sad. She's like, did you do it? He's like, it saddened me to do it. But yes. I have a question. Did it sadden him to cut off Richard? Like, he was cheating on my daughter?
Nah, he was happy about Richard.
But he's talking about everything else.
Yeah, I think the
grandson.
The grandson. Nah, fuck grandson. I think it was the granddaughter
and
son that he
really
kind of feeling like, yeah, because the mother, put her on that, and even though he was running it, it was still mine, but he was been running it.
Yeah.
But
anyway, then Marta realized she gave him 100 milligrams of morphine when it's supposed to be 3. So
yeah.
Very big overdose.
Yeah, he said, so what will happen if I don't?
Mm-hmm.
And then he started writing,
He's like, well, have you been knowing what I've been doing for so long, writing these murder books? It's so, lines become so blurred, you can barely tell the difference between a real knife and a prop. Stabs the knife at the table and said, it's real.
Yeah. But he started, when she was telling him about the dog, he started writing
He's
down,
like,
this is a good story, right?
I love that scene. He's like, oh, this is interesting. Let me write this down.
And I started feeling bad for him, because like you said, Holland a good guy. But
you think he realized it before Marta did?
No. But, because she...
But
you know, while he talking, she panicked because she trying to go through her bag and she ain't finding the.
Was he panicking too, or is he just?
No, and that's why I tell you, he trusts her so much. He know that she didn't, intentionally trying to harm him. You know what I'm saying? So that you see how calm he was. He's like, so what don't happen in 15 minutes if she's like, you're gonna die, but it's here. You see her watering up and shit.
It saddened me when he was like, Marta. The last one, you can see how sad he got with that one. Knowing
he knew.
He's
like 15 minutes, they won't make it here.
And with this house being out here.
Yeah.
Plus, like
some
you
of the
said,
ambulance couldn't make it in time. But she was like, don't be like that.
He hanged up the phone for her when she ran.
Yeah, because
she knocked her over.
Yeah, she was trying to warn the people and he tripped her up. Like,
and when she fell, it went with a thud.
And see, that's why I talk that shit about Holland. About him old and the shit he did to son. But you could tell he a real guy because he knew how his family was. How they would look at her if she would have called them people and say, oh, I accidentally gave him the wrong thing and he would have died. They would have tried to get some charges brought up on her. They would have did her dirt. But go
ahead. He already sees she's about to cry, so he's like, here's what you're going to do. I'm gone. I'm done.
Yeah.
There's no, as he said, quote for quote, there's no changing that.
Yeah, she still didn't want to hear that.
What we have to do is protect you. Your mother is still undocumented right now.
Yeah.
You at least, if this is can be depend on you, at least she'll be deported.
At the least, that's what her mother would be sent back over.
At the worst, we already know what that is.
Yeah.
So he makes this insane plan.
Brilliant. But he's an author, so he used to making stories or
making these plans.
So it was kind of easy. That's why it was believable to me.
This is a quote from the second movie. It's stupidly brilliant.
Yeah.
So basically, he has her leave out, and he's like, be loud about it and stake the time.
Yeah.
Also, can I break this up right now? She leaves out, right? And while she's telling you the truth, like, oh, bye, Tom, the son, and it's 12 already. But all he says he remembers is looking at his watch and saying it was 12. Well, she just walks out and says nothing to him, just telling him how self-absorbed he is.
Who, Tom?
I
don't think he was self-absorbed. I think he was hurt. His father just told him on his father's birthday, that they celebrated. He tells me.
No, when he was talking to when he's talking about the murder, talking about he was still up. It was 12. He looked down at his watch.
Oh, you talking about when Tom is talking
and
to
he's
the
literally
detective.
describing the exact scene when Mario walked down and talked to him.
Yeah, I thought you were saying self-absorbed. He was self-absorbed.
No, I'm talking about just him not even like thinking she was there, even though you can see she was mouthing something to him.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
And
that's why I was like, what you mean?
And he just had to look at his tongue, and that's the only thing he brought up.
Yeah, because he heard it. Yeah, I heard her say 12, and I looked.
But I didn't even.
Because he was, like I said, that's why I was saying he gone. He like, my father just fired me, told me to find my own. Yeah, this is my company and this and that. Like, I've been holding us down for years and years and years. So I'm with him. I'm not thinking about no damn Martha. I'm in my head like,
I know, I'm just
like, fuck. So when she say, oh, it's 12, because like you said, being loud, yeah, it is 12. Fuck it. But finish the story.
She leaves outright. She passes thing. I like this. She's like, did he say before the elephant statue? You hear him say.
He tell her.
Doing this cool thing while she's already executing the plan. He's already,
He's talking. He's narrating what she's supposed to do, but she's doing it as
like they're having
while he's talking.
Like they're having a conversation. Mm-hmm. She was like, was it before? And he said before the elephant statue. And she's like, no, was it after? He's like, after the elephant statue. Before after the elephant statue.
Yeah, she
but luckily she went right. She did the right thing, and before the elephant statue. Mm-hmm. So the cameras won't see her. Yeah, she sneaks back on the back trail.
No, hold on. Time out. She didn't do right. Hmm? She didn't do right. She did wrong.
She did? It was after?
Yeah, because remember, what saved her is...
Oh, my bad. Yeah. No, she did wrong.
Yeah.
Thank you for pointing that out, Father. She goes back. I like this detail, since they bring it up multiple times with the dogs. Since they know who she is, they didn't bark.
And they like her.
That's the thing. You can see them going. Doing that thing when they're happy to see someone.
Yeah.
She's
they
like
her.
Go. And here's an important detail. She climbs up the thing, right?
Yeah, because he told her, when you leave, come back after you get out. Climb up.
I love it. He said, make no unnecessary noise. Immediately break something as soon as he says it.
Break as soon as she stepped on it. Yeah.
It's like, she heard what he said. Crazy. She climbs through. I actually like this. So there's a picture of a boy at the end of the wall, right, where he has, and him climbing through the window. Yeah. But like his door, it's a secret, and when you push it through,
open up.
And I like that she did the exact same pose the boy
was doing on the jump. See, I didn't know you noticed that.
I noticed
that was slick though. I like how
I noticed that the very first time. I just always like that detail.
Yeah, that was.
And she walks through. She puts his
He said, "Put my hat on and my robe."
She walked down, and luckily he has a glazed window. So when Richard,
he already knew. He said, when you walk down looking like me, Tom, whatever the brother is going to tell you, come back upstairs.
But since it's glazed window, he won't be able to see his mother.
Yeah. He's like,
she goes back up.
He's like, Dad, go back upstairs. And she just.
But also before she does all the driving off pull up, she's about to leave, right? But she turns around, and she says, "What's it called?" I don't know how you do this. And he's already in position, like how hey, it's already going true. You can do this. I don't want to talk about how they said it was a suicide because he wasn't completely certain. Well, we could see Mario was still in there, and they're saying no one could have been in there. Just that he's so good at these writing these books, he already know what to do. Like make it look like
straight across. I mean, but they can tell. It ain't him writing the books. It's just they can tell how the blade and cut, so they know if you was holding it or not most of the time.
But like they said about how it was
clean. Yeah, it was
undisturbed, as they said.
Yeah, it was a clean cut.
He was by himself. But we really know he was with Mario, so I found that cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, Mario does all that, right? And I like that because at the end when he slices his throat, you go back to her, you hear this ting, and then you go back to her looking up, is the
coin
coming like that.
Flip. But,
my bad. One more thing.
That other part when she was coming down.
And she's like, I can't lie to the police. No, he said before.
I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking when she's coming down and the grandma was sitting in the window looking right at her.
The grandma comes down and she says this interesting, Ransom, you're back.
Yeah.
But before he's like, before he slices his throat and all this, but she's like, but what if I can't lie to the police? And he's like, before she said that, this way, nothing can be tied back to you. You won't even be a suspect to the average policeman. Yeah. But we're doing Blanc. Not the average policeman. But she's like, I can't lie. So he says, tell fragments of the truth. And this is that order. That's after he slits his throat. And so she does the exact order he tells her.
Yeah, she did all that shit.
and leaves out. But she apparently lied about something because she threw up in the toilet. What did she lie about?
Oh, when you tell me when she was talking to Blanc?
And then she went to the bathroom.
Damn, I forgot what happened, and she held it.
I was like, I'm trying to think, because if she told it in the exact order of Harlem did, it won't be a lie. Or is she just considering a lie since she knows
a lie? Cause she's considered a lie because she knows it's a lie. Yeah, I mean, she ain't say a lie.
And more shit,
she
her
just
knowing
inside
it.
Knowing that
She's lying.
Yeah, she's lying. She ain't telling the complete truth, or at least. So it's crushing.
All right, my next scene. My next scene is what's it called? The will ring.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so by this point, okay, I bring up one extra point.
What?
Blanc, what's it called? Interviewed Tony, right?
Yeah.
And she's talking about the time. She hears a thump. And she goes upstairs. And Harlem's like, oh, it's just a go board fell over.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. And you can tell that he wanted her to get out there. She's like, oh, I love you. He's like, bye.
Yeah, and I like that when they showing it from. That's the first time they showing it from her point of view.
Mars being, small in the corner.
Yeah.
And our point of view is Prime.
No, but I'm talking about. It's 2 point of views they show. Because one view they showing her, and then in another scene they showing Marta like with her back.
I know with her back.
Yeah, that's why I like that right there.
And the will ring happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good point, like you said. Earlier, while Blanc and them moving around, they look at the camera feed, right?
Yeah.
And Marta is like, she knows on the camera they would have seen her. So she did something to make it eject. Grabbed the magnet and messed the tape up.
Yeah, she kept holding it and it started smoking. Yeah.
But no, I'm saying while they was watching, she was also using a magnet to erase.
Yeah, I know once she pulled it out and did all that shit.
And then she's walking past, right? And Blanc's like, they're talking about feet, right? Or something that led to feet. Yeah. He's like, feet. Footprints.
But yeah, she already in front of him.
And she already knows.
Cause when they start walking towards the path, you see how she looked down. I came through this way and seen feet print.
Because they was like, oh, it's muddy.
Yeah.
So he's like, wait, Mara, stay there. She's like, huh? What? Let me come back down.
No move. She's like, what? Walking down.
And then the dogs come back, making it even worse.
Beautiful.
I love it.
The dog come right down, mess all the footprints.
And that's what shows that he's not a good detective. Since Sherlock Holmes would have been thinking about.
But that shows he's a great detective. Like. He knew. That's why he kept her with him. That's why he kept saying, "You're gonna be my Watson." Yeah. Why I need you to be my Watson when I got 2 detectives with me already.
I love that scene. Oh, you want me to tell the scene that's all Marta aware now? It's for this. It's the scene I meant to bring up. So they're having the party, right? And they're talking to Nana, but it's not the scene. She goes outside, right? They're having a panic attack from all this. I like it because it's a transition between his birthday to his, morning.
Yeah, like to the repast.
I like it. Your man, Blanc is in the shadows like a Bond or a Batman. You just hear, and she's like, "What?" He's like, "The game's out of foot, Watson." Yeah. And when she goes home, it goes, and on her shoe, one tiny fleck of blood's on it. See, telling you that what he saw immediately.
Yeah, and she still.
Because if you.
That's why I told you she wasn't a good detective. Because she still ain't get that he said.
Yeah, all the time you got. Think about it. He says a lot of feet things.
Yeah, like I'm warning you. Like what you you ain't doing your job.
And it killed me because if the first time I think he sees him, you could actually see him go. Look down.
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring that up.
Because they was talking about even with the knife jump. He brought that up later. But go ahead about the spray.
I like this. They go outside, right? They're walking, and he's looking somewhere else, right? In the background, the dog brings the piece of the thing that broke off. Yeah. You can just see her going.
Keep throwing it. Every time you look back, like he's just standing there like all crazy.
Yeah, like just hands in the pocket, like just chilling. He walks over to the windows and he's like, "Sweet baby," and it's the Nana just looking straight at him.
Nana? What is that?
They call her Great Nana. It kills me. They said
no disrespect. They but go ahead.
It kills me. There's
I call her grandma.
I know. I'm just keeping it from how they call it.
I know, but we gonna
call her grandma.
Keep it like we do it.
It killed me. They said Harlem's 85. They don't know what age their grandma is.
Yeah.
I was like, what is she, a 200?
Nah, they just Disrespectful. They worthless little bastards, spoiled motherfuckers. How the fuck you don't know how old your grandmother is?
I see what she's
But she's always around.
Yeah.
It ain't like it's a grandmother that you never see. She's been
She's
around your
literally-
whole life, living right there with her son, and you don't know how old she is.
Is that the scene where the dog breaks?
That's Adam.
You know the whole thing, Marcos.
Well, when the grandma was sitting in the window?
Where's that?
I ain't sure. You got me.
I think he does bring the dog bring the thing to him, right? And he's like, huh? Oh.
Yeah.
After the will ring, though.
Yeah, he's like, that's after the will reading.
Or is that before? Like,
No,
before
it's-
she going?
I think that's before.
Oh, yeah, before.
Because they went up there and they had the mud.
And this
on the
time,
road.
remembering what happened with the things, he take off his shoes.
Yeah.
So he doesn't disturb it. He's like, hey, sides.
Mm-hmm.
She showed him how to open it. And he's like, actually, like, State Trooper, Wagner, he's just a big fan of everyone, so he
Who was State Trooper Wayne?
The white boy.
The white dude. Oh, okay.
And I look at all his scenes, he just fanboys over all them, and
Yeah.
you can see how the black tug, Elliot,
Yeah.
he just, after a while, he's like,
Like, he mad because you keep sucking this dude Johnson all day, sweating blanc all day.
I mean, I actually did like how he's like,
I'm
hey,
right here. I'm like that too.
I'm good.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, that's from one of the books, the Majesty Tragedy or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I liked it. I like how he actually bring insights like with the statues and stuff.
Yeah.
I like how
he
hard-
had little pieces in
I
there.
like how Harlem's place is like they said clue board and all his little things from his books. I like it. I like the house. Too.
I know you love that because you love that clue.
You know the shots.
Mm.
Man, wait, no. After that, they're like, there's dirt. We have to get it tested to see who the shoe is from.
Yeah.
She think it's from her.
Mm-hmm. It is. We'll go with. No.
They go down right, and then Ransom shows right. You can see that the dogs aren't gonna ride him.
Yeah.
While his mom and stuff. Actually, I think they even growled at Richard while Linda. They was like,
Yeah.
they can sense that they.
Yeah, they don't fuck with Richard or Ransom.
So they was biting him, and he's like, ah.
Yeah, get out of here.
He's eating his cookies.
Yeah, because he
Your man, he even disrespected Wagner, the state trooper, and Elliot. They're like, we're the police. He's like,
yeah.
and walk fast. And both the black and them look at each other. They're like,
Yeah, he like
your man,
spoiled young dude.
your man come down, block. He's like, excuse me, we have to ask you a few questions. He's like, don't talk to me. I'm in distressed.
Yeah, like
No, he didn't say it.
I'm distraught.
He's like, I can't bother to be talking to you right now. I'm distraught.
Yeah.
You can say how dryly he says it, like,
right. Yeah, just get the hell away from me, you cops.
You can see as soon as he walks up into the family, they're all like,
Yeah. Everybody hate him but his father.
Can I talk about
Hold on, let me take that back.
his father?
Yeah,
His father loves him, but
No, his father loves him, but
personality-wise, I'm pretty sure.
when it comes down to that paper, his dad will switch up on him.
Oh, quick.
If he can get something hard.
I'm pretty sure the dad will switch up on his wife.
Yeah,
for that paper.
everybody.
I mean, he already did switch up on his wife without the paper.
Fuck her.
But no, he's like, they have a conversation, right? And the little Nazi child masturbating in the bathroom.
Yeah, because they started bringing up, like, he heard Harlan and Ransom.
Can I bring up this one detail?
arguing. What?
He's a dick, and he makes the help call him Hugh.
Why?
Because he's a dick.
I mean, you called them people help. So who's a dick? Them people are workers. They work for their living. He's very disrespectful how he treat them, but I mean, why he make them call him Hugh?
Because he's an asshole.
No, but it's a reason why he make them call him.
They actually never bring up the
They
reason.
do bring up the reason.
They do?
Yeah.
I remember Martin
I should
said.
have wrote it down. They brought up, I swear, they brought up the
We
reason
can
why
watch
they called
the
him
scene.
Hugh. Yeah, I just want to see that scene. But they ain't gonna help this. It's gonna be after this.
I know, I'm just saying, we can understand why they call him. But no, basically everyone gets into an argument, and he's like, eat poop, all y'all eat poop.
Yeah.
After him and mom and dad said, Harlow cut you off, he did something wrong.
See, my man started going on. My man hate him.
His
Uncle, uncle hate him.
I'm not getting to that, but Richard said he did something wrong. Show me what to do. Your uncle though, he came in. He's like, "And you think after all the bridges you burned for the last 10 years that any of us will help you out?" As Dad like to say, "If you a single red dime, you're nuts."
Yeah, you won't get a single red dime.
You sound like Ralphie from
Hmm?
You sound like Chris. like Christopher Walken.
That's
Matthew Broderick from.
That's how that bad movie sound. Like,
Yeah, talking about my favorite line when they come back downstairs from the little investigation. He's like, "You want some more cookies? Cookies." He said, "Maybe Harlem love you a cold glass of milk in the room."
Yeah, fuck. Them people is tripping. All
You know,
of them wild.
I just love that line.
Even Slim, he's a wild one too.
I know, I just love that line. You want some more cookies?
So what's next?
Your man, let's get to the actual will reading.
Yeah.
So the man comes in, right? The will reader, the lawyer, with his assistant. He's like, he brings him in. And his assistant, I don't know if this is older because he has glasses or something. But his assistant's like, he's like, the house, the will.
Yeah. But
maybe that's just her job, but still, it's just funny how she
you probably need it. That's why she did the system.
He says he reads the will in sound body and mind, heart, father.
Man, we ain't gotta say all that.
Leaves everything to Marta.
Man, what the hell are you talking about? You ain't gotta break down everything.
Everything.
Just said he left his family with nothing, gave Marta all the money. Then they was about to leave. And then, no, matter of fact, they was like, "What? He gave you all the money? At least we got the house." And then they had to look at the lawyer, and he read that and said, "Yeah, the house go to her too."
And she has to make him up for it.
Nah, she ain't have to.
I mean, she
chose to because they started pressing out. What you do to my father and all that?
Where you?
Yeah, all that shit.
Ransom comes to the rescue, and
yeah, because she got in her car, it wouldn't stop. And then Ransom got her in the car, and they drove off. Took her to the restaurant.
He basically feeds her a bunch of beans and sausage because he wants the actual truth.
Yeah, he fed her the beans and sausage and put the empty bowl in front of her.
Because he knew if she tried to lie to him.
Yeah, asked her the question.
I love her response. "You son of a gun."
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what she said, but I would have said the same thing.
But go ahead.
What's my next thing? Blanc talks to Grandma. So while Marta's with Ransom, he goes to Grandma. He's like, "I know you're a wise woman. You've probably seen a lot of things, so I want you to help me out." She's not saying nothing to him immediately.
Yeah.
But he's like, "I can wait." And I actually like that they take you away. So just saying, she must have said,
she ain't say nothing. She never said nothing. But
Ransom,
you're back again.
And that's all he needed to hear.
But I'm just saying, she never talks.
I always assumed that they took her, as soon as we went away, she started saying everything.
I don't think that. Because when they came back to her and he said something, I forgot what he said, and she started laughing.
I was thinking so.
Yeah, that's why I said she ain't never said
next, Fran's death.
Yeah, kill my baby. The most loyalist person in the whole movie.
She blackmailed Marta.
She never blackmailed Marta.
I'm trying to keep this surprise.
I'm surprised. This is a movie review.
And
we already down here.
She blackmailed Marta.
Go ahead, yeah.
And she got taken to the hospital.
No, she blackmailed Marta.
Marta found her basically dying and called the ambulance to save her.
Yeah, because before that, when she was coming back with your man, the police was chasing her. And then they got Ransom out the car, locked him up.
And Blanc drove her.
Blanc said, "I'm riding with you, Watson." And she said, "I gotta go in here."
I love at the hospital. Did you point that out to me? She kept cleaning everything, and Blanc was just angry. And you can see, like, yes. Like, he's like, "Why did you give yourself up?"
Yeah. But no, because they went, and she was like, "I gotta do something." Remember, she pulled over, and he was in the car listening to his music. The whole time she went in there.
Went to the hair salon, to the back.
Yeah, went through the door. When she came in there, Fran was on the ground dying.
On the chair.
Well, yeah, she was in the
and
chair.
She put him on the ground so she could...
Yeah, she brought the flashlight up. And then you seen the spider crawling on Fran's face.
She put Fran on the ground so she could do what's it called?
CPR.
And you're proving she's a good person.
That's what I said. Another reason to be a good person is
risking her.
Because when she was giving her CPR,
she said, "You
did this." Yeah.
They go back to the house, right? And Blanc gets the toxicology report. It's legal.
Because when she also went with Ransom, he was talking about the place.
Having the blood to see that she.
No, he was talking about the foul jump. Remember they went and it was burnt up, and that's when your man seen them, and that's when chased them down and got to that shit.
I like it. Blancs in the corner. You know how in movies they would have him like read the note and it's all face up. You see him in the corner. Like you said, he runs in. He tells them that they're all don't worth the money and grab him last. He goes in and he takes off his jacket and stuff since he's about to do this play. Bring him Ransom. He tells Truman Ryan. He whispers in him, basically telling him bring him Ransom. He needs play. I like how everyone else sat not in the middle of the knives, but as he was telling Marta, this is like a donut that needs to be filled, and so he's the one to fill the donut. Ransom's the killer.
I mean, yeah, he is the killer. He switched.
I mean, it's technically a suicide.
No, it's a murder because he switched the morphine and the regular. What's his regular medicine? He switched the jobs.
The tea thing.
Yeah, and so
she gave him.
Martha thought she was giving him the
incorrect dosage.
The regular dosage of, but like your man breakdown. He was like, you was giving him the regular
because. He put down two things, right? The two.
Yeah, put tape around both of them.
She lifts one up and then lifts the other one up.
He's like,
And she's like, how do you know this was morphine? She's like, I don't know.
No.
He's like, no. You could just tell by the tiniest bit of weight.
Yeah, it's a little. It weighs a little more than the other stuff.
You know because you're a good nurse.
Yeah, you always.
And then the sad part comes. She realized that when she switched them back, she gave.
That's
them.
When. No. What she realized was that nothing was going to happen to her.
That's what I was playing.
Yeah.
That she gave him the correct dosage.
Yeah, everything was proper.
And I love it because you see him Bog's face as she's realizing it. He already, realized it. He's like, I'm sorry, bitch.
Yeah, because basically he would have lived if you ain't do nothing. But he was worried about you.
If you
killed yourself.
If you just called the ambulance.
Yeah, they would have said, you gave the right dose. There's nothing wrong. But go ahead.
Anyway, also, the doctor calls about Fran, right? She's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, I did it.
Yeah, take me to jail.
But I have a few charges.
But I'll be out and I got the best money lawyers about.
And I love it. He's
best
like,
lawyer money
he said, this is our ancestral family home. And your man Bong just laughing. He's like, he bought this.
This was 1980s.
Yeah. Oh, and then Marta throws up.
Yeah, she threw up in the vase.
Because, no, in Brand's face.
Oh, yeah, all the beans and all the shit he fed her. No,
because she lied. Fran died.
Fran was dead.
And when Fran was saying, you did this.
She was saying,
Hugh did
this.
And her last dying moment was trying to help Marta. So.
Yeah, because the letter that he gave Marta was really the letter that Fran gave him. Yeah,
and he
tried to spin it off on Marta.
He basically was trying to do this so everyone could get their cut, especially him.
Nah, he didn't really give a fuck about them. He just wanted to get back in.
I'm saying the old girl came back and he still got his cut, but.
Yeah, that's what I said. Because remember, he drove off when they showing the flashback. He's like, shit.
Basically, the Slayer rule they introduced, saying if she just, as they said what happened with OJ, just appearing in civil court and the judge just saying, I find you not.
But
she lose the money and the thing away. And he basically, I love this. He grabs the knife off one of the knives.
Yeah, he had her too.
I died for her. I like how it's in slow motion, her face.
Like she falling back and he coming on top of her.
How are the police just like?
Yeah, they wasn't meant to do nothing. They was all the way over there. He was face to face with it.
No, I'm saying, how did they move so slow?
Because they was moving in slow motion. The film, you see when she was falling back and he was falling on her.
I know.
Until they hit the ground and,
and
it was in her shoulder.
And did nothing.
And she was like, oh. Then she realized.
She gave a look up to him. And he did a look.
He even gave it a look like, what the fuck? What
and I'll let you quote what he said.
What did he say? Yeah, he did say shit. I mean, what else could he say? He should have headbutted, broke her fucking nose.
I guess he
about to do too.
I guess he just saw the comedic timing in it.
Hey, I know he had a long, he got a long bid. Being spoiled your whole life and then you going to jail for murder.
I want to bring up something too. I love how, what's his name? At the end, Long brought up, in the face of you going to jail and losing all this money, and your mom might have been deported, you still did the right thing. It's trying to save fans just because you're a good person.
Yeah.
And I like how they bring that musical cue in that they usually have when she's, good things happen. Or, I just like that it's just showing a good person winning. Because as he said, you didn't win by playing the random game or playing on game. You win by playing your way.
Being straight up.
I love when Ransom Reigns the slow motion with the music. Your man Richard comes out with the
back row. Yeah, that's right.
He's showing
Hey, let him go. That's how I
a
respect Richard
father.
for that. Yeah.
He's a real father for that.
Fuck about him killing Harlan. That's my boy. Yeah.
Take this money.
But the whole time he turned around to his wife like, hey.
But meanwhile, apparently when she said earlier they had this secret way of communicating. Really, he's invisible ink, and her using a little heat,
like a little fire, and show the message.
It oxidized it.
Yeah,
I seen that before. It's cool.
We used to have that type of shit when I was a kid. But go.
And her face, like you would see, was she about to cry or was she just like?
She was just mad. Like,
she was all face, but you would see the anger.
Like she was gonna kill him, and he knew too.
When he saw him.
When he looked.
And next time when Mario comes back, can I bring up something? Kind had a picture right, and he was like, back to the mystery solved. He was like.
Yeah, at first it looked like he was sad, but then
now he's happy.
He was smiling at the end.
Mario got his thing, her thing.
The cup, would it say my house?
My rules.
My way, or something like that.
And that was his cup.
Yeah, that was his cup. She had his she was standing up on the top. She was swelling on
She was above them.
She's standing up on the balcony looking down on him.
Also, your man Richard had the black eye.
Yeah.
She did him dirty.
Yeah, see, that would have been great. She should have stood on top of it, man. All you spoiled white privileges, get the fuck off my land. Yeah. Unless y'all want to be workers for me. Tom, you can come back and work for me.
You want to know the sad thing?
Promoting my books.
Okay, I said one thing when the uncle tried to move on her. Like, you should give him the money back, We all know about your mother.
He said try to move on her?
Like, pressing her out.
Oh, pressing her out. Yeah, y'all Generation Z, whatever y'all is.
Generation Z. I don't accept it though.
Weird.
I don't accept
it. You from Washington, D.C. and you talking about pushing up. What that mean?
I said pushing up.
Yeah, pressing her ass out.
He's like, we can help your mom with our research. I love how she's like, she let him talk. I like how she let him talk, but then she's like, now Harlem resources, aka your resources, my resources.
Yeah, so
I can.
My lawyers.
My mother.
Hey, he was looking like, mother. I think he was about to crush her. She stayed back in that apartment. Yeah, he was like.
That you would have done the same thing?
Smart bitch.
I would have said the same thing.
Yeah.
You mean my resources?
No, I would have said you're a smart bitch.
No, I'm saying if you're Marta.
I would never be Marta. She's a woman, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying you doing her with all the
yeah.
resources and not yours.
Yeah. I'm with her.
You would have said mine.
No, I would have said, get your ass the fuck off my land. And that's what I would have said. And I was in an apartment at that time.
Still?
Goofy, handicap ass the fuck away from me.
Picture.
Yeah, you keep playing around. But go ahead, man. You tell them people what they need to do.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And another review coming tomorrow. The Dark Knight Returns Part 2.
That's right. And on a serious note, if you got a loved one out there, check on them people, man. People going through a lot.